The presence of the messianic promises amidst the ancient Hebrew people meant that the Lord would raise up a great leader from amongst them, who would be a deliverer likened to Moses, King David, and the like. But did they expect that the Messiah would be the embodiment of their God, Yahweh? Scattered throughout their secret writings were allusions to the nature of the Messiah. Such terms as the Son of God, Son of Man, and the more explicit, Mighty God, as mentioned in the book of Isaiah chapter 9 verse 6, made it clear to the seeker of truth that the Messiah would be more than a mere man. It states, "For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end, upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth even forever. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this." Again, in the book of Psalms chapter 45 verse 6, the promised Messiah is here called God. "Thy throne, O God, is forever and ever. The scepter of thy kingdom is a right scepter." Similarly, the writer of the book of Hebrews, written some 500 years later, quotes the same passage, ascribing it to Jesus, the Son of God. "But unto the Son he said, Thy throne, O God, is forever and ever. A scepter of righteousness is the scepter of thy kingdom. And thou, Lord, in the beginning hast laid the foundation of the earth, and the heavens are the works of thy hands." Note, the Son of God is called God, having a throne and a kingdom, thus a king, and identified as the creator of all. Also, in the book of Micah, it states that the Anointed One, the Messiah, the true King and ruler of Israel, who pre-existed all things, is eternal. "But thou, Bethlehem Ephratah, though thou be little among the thousands of Judah, yet out of thee shall come forth unto me that is to be ruler in Israel, whose going forth have been from of old, from everlasting." Similarly, King David in the book of Psalms reveals that the one who guided and protected Israel was God, whose existence is from eternity. "Lord, thou hast been our dwelling place in all generations, before the mountains were brought forth, or even thou hast formed the earth and the world, even from everlasting to everlasting, thou art God." Assuredly, all Israel knew that their king was Yahweh, as spoken of by the temporal King David in the book of Psalms 93 from verse 1. "The Lord reigns, he is clothed in majesty. Your throne has been established since time immemorial. You are king from eternity." Who is this King of glory? The Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty in battle. Jesus identified himself as the King of Israel, the King of glory. On the next day, much people that would come to the feast, when they heard that Jesus was coming to Jerusalem, took branches and palm trees and went forth to meet him and cried, "Hosanna! Blessed is the King of Israel that cometh in the name of the Lord." And Jesus, when he had found a young ass, sat thereon, as it is written. This was the fulfillment of a prophecy in Zechariah chapter 9 verse 9. "Fear not, daughter of Zion, behold, thy king cometh, sitting on an ass's colt." These things understood not his disciples at the first, but when Jesus was glorified, then remembered they that these things were written of him, and that they had done these things unto him. The writing was on the wall, and the prophets prophesying about the Messiah, the Anointed One, left indicators that he would be the embodiment of Yahweh, their King. As the angel spoke to Joseph, saying, Thou shalt call his name Jesus. Yahweh is salvation, for he shall save his people from their sins. Now all this was done that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken of the Lord by the prophets, saying, Behold, a virgin shall be with child, and shall bring forth a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which being interpreted is God or Yahweh with us.